Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. What I do for you. I got a little lesson here. We're going to talk about the fetters of set. That's the ignorant people causing their own problems for themselves, if you didn't understand. So let's go. This is going to be a good lesson. A little personal, so it's a subliminal message in here. And for all y'all who think I'm talking about you, I am. All ignorant people suffer the fetters of set, aka one's ego. Let's talk about it. Rightism, 25 rules live by, storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. Why? I give real life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental, spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? When I'm through, that's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not, knows that they know not, is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Maya be true. All right, right thinkers, people of philosophy says all ignorant people suffer the fetters of set, aka ego, male and female. The ego, it ain't just men. Women suffer the fetters of set, aka the ego also. Don't get it twisted. It's a male thing. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. So let's get with the lesson. Ignorance is not gender conscious. It's not a gender thing. It's fair and equal. You can be ignorant, be you male, female, young, old, white, black, red. You get the concept. Okay, ignorance, don't care. Just like knowledge, don't care. So it's not gender specific or race, whatever you want to call it. Your ego, like your spirit, it's neither male or female. It's what it is. And these are the things that show you ignorant and set. I got a whole grocery list of sets, fetters that ignorant people suffer through. And let me know if you think I'm talking about you. If you fall in one of these categories, one or two of these categories, you need to check you out. It ain't personal. That's the word you understand. No, I'm just laying it out for you. Start out with rude. Rude people think they privileged. That's the problem. So they're going to be rude to anybody that they think is beneath them. Ignorant, fettered, that they're gonna cause what? People to dislike them and treat them a certain way. Why? Because you're being rude to them. You can't disrespect me and expect me to be respectful to you. That don't work that way. Next one, disrespectful treatment to people. Saying what you want to say. No matter how hard it hits somebody else, you're gonna say whatever you want to say, the time you want to say it. Ego. Again, ignorance. And you got to be responsible for what come out your pie hole. Another thing, that's being disrespectful. You got to be atoned for that. It's called karma. Any action that you oppose on somebody because of how you think and feel, you're responsible for that. So these are why I call them fetters. You're going to cause these on yourself. And this is what happens to those people. And they don't even know. Well, they doing about this. They don't like me. They talking about me. He jealous of me. She don't like me. Look in the mirror. Start with that. When you are rude and disrespectful, people comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Again, that's the quality of an ignorant, rude, an ignorant person. egotistical people. This is their characteristics. And okay, so the question is, being a bad, commit rude people from all shades aside. So being a bad person is what? A choice. Right there. You aren't made that, built that. No, you choose to be that way. And because of the ignorance, you didn't learn life lessons, you didn't pay attention, whatever, you choose to be the way you are. And you are who you are because you choose to be. Again, just like being a right thinker, living and doing right, I do that by choice. Anybody make me do this? I'm here giving my life lessons on a daily basis. By choice. By choice. If I was ignorant, some days I might say, man, I ain't got time for that nonsense. Nobody tuning in. My views are low. I ain't wasting my time with that. Choice, decision making. Again, I feel compelled to do this regardless of how good or bad. That's a choice. But if you are ignorant, the ego won't take bad. The ego can't stand disappointment. The ego won't subject to being humble. Okay, that's why it's the ego. Let's talk about the fetters that ego gonna cause you in life. The ego fetters of set. Are you red? Excuse me. Are you red? Choose this. Are you red? It's a few, if any of them is. Okay, I'm about to read off a few of the things, and if any of them is in you, don't get mad at me. I'm just putting them out there. I don't know you personally. Okay, let's go. First one is fear. Religion is based on fear because it's called a belief system. They want you to believe, so they're going to have fear as one of the tools. I told you about that. False evidence appearing real. Fear is only a concept of your imagination, figment of your imagination. When David slew Goliath, he had what? No fear. Why? It was false evidence, and he proved that. Why? But in your dream, see it through. Write it out. See what happens. You can't die. I found out the hard way. I tried a few times and well, this thing is getting crazy, but yeah, I put it to the test. Usually, when you fall from heights, you wake up. Okay, that's my bugaboo on my life falling. But I figured out, I hit the ground, and I got up. That's when it all changed. All right, moving on. But number 2, insecurities. Insecure is an emotional concept for every individual has their own insecurities about themselves. When you expose them to themselves, they get mad, they get upset, they want to fight. But that's the issue that they need to address that they just refuse to. That's the dark side that nobody wants to go in that room. That's the insecurities, okay? And insecurity leads to what? Worries. This is a grocery list of all the negative, bad stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis that you don't pay attention to, and you wonder why your life is all messed up. Worries about things that you can't change. If it ain't about me, if it don't pertain to me, I don't give a damn about it. That's selfish. No, it ain't. That's just protecting my own self from a bunch of nonsense. Again, that's a fetter. Now, don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Hakuna Matata. No worries. Again, you free if you ain't worried about nothing. Again, don't mean you ain't got a job. No, it just means I ain't worried about anything that don't pertain to me. Get it right. A lot of times misinterpretation. And when you worry, that leads to what? That causes anxieties. Famous philosopher Marcus Aurelius, he says 95% of the stuff that we think happen never happens to us. So we cause our own anxieties. Okay? So again, stop projecting stuff that ain't happened yet. Stay in the moment. Okay? Never mind the fact, never mind the past, never mind the future. Live in the moment. That takes away the anxiety. People with anxiety living in the future or the past. All right? Not in the moment. And another one, attachment to things and stuff. Oh, he loved that. He had motorcycles, vans, he had everything. He had all kind of toys, stuff. I call them stuff. And he loved them. So did everybody else. So when he died, everybody came and got his stuff. When I died, y'all ain't got nothing but books. I hope y'all like to read. Why? Because that's all I got for you. That's all. Now, I just got watching some TV out every night. I got when I'm sitting watching TV with the family. Some of the stuff they watch is just ridiculous. Some of it is just ridiculous. And they enjoy that. Moving on, I ain't got time. But being attached to things that don't really serve a purpose, I like that. Okay. Kids, they like stuff. That's what they get. The colors, the red, yellow, and blue, and orange, that's all for kids' attention. Moving on. That's why I read the low. And red the lowest level, but that's my favorite color. But now that's when I was ignorant. I still understand the purpose and reason. But yeah, bright colors. I got an orange. Another one. See, look at me. Look at me. All right. This is all ego-driven concepts that every individual puts on. These are characteristics of aspects of your person. Pay attention. Now, the next one, lust. That's set. That's your ego. Why? It just loves to be what? Pleasure. It loves to do what it likes to do. Okay? Zoom, zoom, and boom, boom. And lust leads to what? Jealousy. Why? Because you ain't getting when you ain't getting what you love for. You see somebody else getting that, you get jealous of them. You got envy of them. That's, again, built-in personal mechanism, and you causing it on yourself. What somebody else doing, I can't be jealous. Why? I don't give a damn what somebody doing. They doing. Don't care. Good, bad, and I don't care. So I can't be jealous. I'm not a hater. Oh, here's a good one. I just went to this test yesterday. Personally. Anger. If I didn't control my anger, I wouldn't be doing this lesson right now. But I was put in an uncomfortable position, in a precarious position that I don't like to be in. But the old me, even my mom said, the old me wouldn't tolerate that. This new guy, nicer, humbler guy, he got to go through it. So I learned to acquiesce my anger. But ignorant people won't. They're going to express themselves. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to do what they want to do, no matter how petty, how disrespectful, how bad it is. They're going to do that. And then, no recourse. That can never happen. Moving on. Hatred. When love is turned inside out, it's turned to hate. That person that you love can do something and so that it just flips it and makes you hate them. That's why they got divorced. Okay, so understand that. Love ain't guaranteed. Why? The action that you do or things you do may cause that love to turn inside out. Okay? Hate. Oh, here's another one. This is another one that is usually for the men. But women, y'all got greed too. But y'all disguise it. Y'all can hide it. But y'all greedy. Y'all want what? More. Just like anybody else. It's a human nature. The number of women who cheat because they greedy for what? Sexual pleasures. Not money. No. Everybody got these differences. Don't take it. We all got this little one tunnel vision. See it for what it really is. The broad spectrum of greed. For pleasures, for money, for things. When you had that, that's again a fetter. You're going to feed the greed. You need to feed the greed. And you're responsible. That's the consequences from doing that. When you got self-control, these qualities are gone. I can attest to that. Even still learning on one about anger. Human nature. I've experienced it. I tell you, if I teach all this good stuff, talk all that good stuff, and don't do nothing, what's the purpose of teaching? What's the purpose of being professing it? So I hold myself accountable. I knew that 10 years ago. That I had to tolerate and do certain things I may not want to do, but because I'm doing this, I have to. I talked to my pastor this morning about situations I'm doing now. I told him I wouldn't do it. I said, no, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Appreciate you, but yeah, thanks but no thanks on this one, dude. I'm just letting you know I'm about to do it. He said, you going to do it? Oh yeah, you going to do it? I'm going to do it. He said, don't do it. Pastor, sorry, I'm doing it. Let's go. All right, but this is what I call blowing your doors off. Telling you the truth about you. It's not personal. But if this is you, it's personal. That's what makes it personal if it's you. I'm just laying it out there for my understanding, my experience. So that's cool. I ain't trying to get on nobody, but I'm trying to express the things that I know about people who are like this. And if you like that, I'm telling you about you. So let's go. Get my Carl Jung on. I keep forgetting about my dude. Yeah, all he did was break down stuff, and I love that. Why? Because you can't get around it. These are facts. I'm telling you what it is. He labeled everything. Next one down after greed. Okay, what's this one? Controlling type people. Okay, they want to manipulate you. They want to control you. The boss. In every relationship, in a marriage, one of y'all got the upper hand. One of y'all, supposed to be balanced. I say balanced, but okay. Wifey runs the household. Okay. In charge of the money. Okay. In charge of everything. Okay. She's the boss. If she's ignorant, controlling, manipulative, and if she's not smart intelligent, she don't know herself, she's going to make bad decisions, and you got to pay the consequences for that. Moving on, I don't want to get too deep into that one, but the controlling type people, you want to control yourself before you control anybody else. Moving on, and people with lack of self-control lack control of everything else. Simple as that. Again, we just telling you facts. Don't get upset with me. And here's a classic, and they will tell you, nah, selfish, 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 selfish. That guy is a Leo. All Leos are selfish by nature. Nothing other than that. And understand that you can work on that characteristic. You can change it better. But it's by nature. And if you don't change that nature, that's how you're going to be. And after 50, 60 years of being a certain way, you're not changing. You are who you are. And selfish is who you are. I hated that quality about my old man. I hate that quality about anybody. Moving on. Envy. I have no... Two things I don't do, envy or jealousy. Why? I don't give a damn about anything else of myself. That takes away that whole concept of not liking somebody for what they're doing. I could care less. Don't think twice about that. So envy, a lot of people envy you for doing what you do. How could that be? How could you envy somebody for doing them? But you want to be respected when you do you. That makes no sense. Again, that's a pot calling kettle black. You can't have it both ways. You're concerned one master at a time. Y'all want to have it both ways. And here's another one. Lack of self-control. I say lack of knowledge. Self-knowledge is part, but ignorant people, they lack self-control. They're going to say, do, and act out of pocket in spite of him. Leave them be. When they get rolling, get out the way. Why? They're not going to stop until they hit wherever they're going to foul. So let them go. As long as you hit the object of their affection, let them have at it. Why? You can't stop them. I can't change ignorant people. I ain't trying to. Enlighten them? Yeah. Teach them? No problem. Change them? Not a chance. Ain't trying. Moving on. That's not my job. I just teach. And here's another one that they are women. Y'all ain't too good at. Oh, you pumping on women? No, I'm just showing how ego is a female thing. It ain't just all men. Y'all got the same quality. This ain't but it seems like you talking about the women. No, I'm just showing you how women got the same quality. Y'all seem to think that this is a man thing. No, it ain't. That's my point. Equal distribution. Maya. Impatient and with men, impotency. Okay? You so aggravated, so caught up, you can't even get involved. You can't even, but now you got pills for that. But when you are in that egoistic mode, you only conform at your best when you feel at your best. So if you ain't got things going your way, you can't perform. Okay? And with women, they are impatient. They got no patience. They want everything yesterday, but they want you to be patient with them. Again, y'all ain't fair dealing. Y'all want what y'all want, but you ain't want to give. And where I come from, you got to give to receive. Before you get something from me, you better be giving something to me. Excuse me. Again, getting to the end. I got 5 more. We almost there. But now we about to hit the coup de grace. Because now I'm going to put the tag on these last 5. Make it personal. Okay? You ready? Let's go. And I'm going to say, brace yourself. Might feel a little pretty. Excuse me. What you got? They have an inability to fulfill their divine purpose in life because they don't know themselves. They haven't put themselves in position to be their best self. So they're never going to find or fulfill their divine purpose in life. So they will what? Reincarnate. If you don't know you, that's your divine right. The inalienable right as humans, spirit beings in the flesh. Our goal is to what? Know thyself. If you don't make that purpose known, you have not fulfilled your divine purpose as a human being, and you will reincarnate what? Until you get it right. Some of us have done this a lot of times. Moving on. Number 2. Practically, they can't get themselves together practically or spiritually. Their physical life is in a sham. They all over the place. They ain't got nothing under control. They haphazardly, willy-nilly all over the place. Can't keep the most organized person you'll ever make. They got everything, but ain't none of it together. They don't know about nothing. They don't know nothing. You see them guys, they always looking for something, it's like me. If I go look for stuff that I had sitting here for a while, Man, that's rummaging. I can't put my hands on nothing I did yesterday half the time. So yeah, man, I get it. So again, practical life, but spiritually, you should not be all over the place. You should have that focus, oneness. Remember, I teach about one becoming one with God. That's the focus of spirituality. You live that. You produce and manifest that for yourself. Ignorant people won't do that. They'll perpetrate the fraud. They tell you they believe in God. They didn't go to church and go through emotion, but they heart ain't in it, and they don't know that God knows that too. It ain't my job to tell you you ain't really spiritual. You ain't. We had a record back in the day. Me and my pastor was back out hanging out days. He said you ain't really down. That was his favorite records because we talk about the people way back then. So it comes full circle. The truth is the truth is the truth. It don't change. Bullshit goes up and down around it. The truth don't do none of that. My yacht, don't move. That's why I practice it. All right, let me take it on home. And they have lack of empathy and compassion for others, only themselves. Only thing he cared about was him. He tell you he love you, yeah, but he showed me, yeah, he loved me, but we didn't share I love you until he was on his deathbed. But you showed me your whole life you love me. I ain't never questioned your love for me. Okay, so again, ignorant people lack that empathy to show how they really feel for anybody other than themselves. Okay, now his deathbed, he want to express himself. Okay, yeah, whatever. But at that time, man, stand me that. Okay, another one, and this is the classic: lack of knowledge, lack of self-knowledge. When you have no knowledge of self, you don't know yourself, you have problems. And that's the fetid problem that most people have that they never take care of. They go their whole life and never know themselves. They die gaining what? Knowing they're going to reincarnate. You ain't going to heaven or hell. Okay? You're just going to disappear. That's the concept. We keep them alive. I keep them alive in me. Now, whoever, no. I keep him alive. He's still alive with me. That's like keep the portrait there. Okay? Forever, he ain't going nowhere. Okay? Inside, he become part of me. But, again, wrapping this one up, ignorance of the divine, okay, in them. If you believe God is up in heaven, if you believe God is somewhere other besides you, you are believing wrong. And that's another fetter that you cause on yourself. And why? You should know the truth. The truth is what sets you free. Fetters is your bondage. All these qualities, that's how you bind yourself in the physical world. All these things are negative, Satanian qualities, they call them. Egoistic qualities of individuals who profess these qualities in themselves. So, anyway, name about you, I'm talking about you. This lesson was about you. Blow your doors off, tell you about you, and bring it to your life. Maybe you do something about it. Don't get mad and upset with me. Do something about it. Change yourself. I did. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me 100 miles that day. So I never know my right thinkers who understand that all ignorant people suffer the fetters of Set, aka ego, who passed away. And if you are egotistical, you will die twice. Think about it.